Good evening. Welcome to the Mayoral Candidates Forum, and welcome to Teachers College. We're thrilled to host this important conversation about the future of education, the arts, and culture in New York City. And we could not have asked for better partners to co-sponsor this forum with than Young Audiences New York and 1% for Culture. My thanks to the candidates here this evening and to our wonderful moderators, Kurt Anderson and Leonard Lopate. This is sure to be an engaging and productive discussion of the candidates' plans to support education, arts, and culture, which, as we know, are indispensable to the creative, intellectual, and economic vitality of this city. Teachers College has a long history of involvement with New York City schools, as well as with arts and cultural organizations. In fact, we are this year celebrating our 125th anniversary, so it's a very long involvement. Yes, thank you. And the occasion has caused us to reflect on our historical impact and involvement. For example, we founded the field of arts education here at Teachers College. We founded the nation's first community school, and right now we're partnering with Harlem Schools in intensive work in education, the arts, and community well-being. We're eager to make an even greater difference in communities throughout New York City in the years to come. In the spirit of this TC legacy, we look forward to working with the next mayor to ensure a successful future for our young people and for all New Yorkers. Enjoy the evening.
Good evening. I'm Robert Reisenberg, Board President of Young Audiences New York. I've been asked to introduce Kurt Anderson tonight, but first, before I do that, I would like to thank our partners who have helped make this evening possible, Teachers College and 1% for Culture. It's truly been a team effort. I would also like to extend our gratitude to our moderators and the candidates who are here with us tonight. This year, Young Audiences celebrate 60 years of impacting the lives of New York City students through the transformative power of arts education. So it is fitting that here tonight in the greatest cultural city in the world, we are part of an event that will shine a light on the importance of the arts to all our lives. Now to Kurt Anderson. You all know him as the host of NPR's Studio 360. He is also an author of several novels, a regular contributor to publications such as Vanity Fair, The New York Times, and Time Magazine. And if that's not impressive enough, he has written and produced numerous television projects for the broadcast networks and HBO, and has co-authored the long-running off-Broadway theatrical review entitled Loose Lips. We are very fortunate to have Kurt and his associate, Leonard Lopate, as our moderators. Thank you, and enjoy the evening.
I think my job has already been accomplished, but I'm going to carry on in any case. I was introduced as Frederick Beinecke. Actually, I'm called Rick Beinecke. I'm one of the founding members of the steering committee of 1% for Culture. And on behalf of 1% for Culture, it's my pleasure to welcome you all here tonight. And we're all really impressed with a day such as this, one of the most beautiful days in New York, that you're here and not on the beaches of New York. But this will be a really interesting evening. Our organization is a coalition of arts organizations, nonprofit organizations in New York. It presently is a coalition of 530 organizations throughout the city, throughout all the boroughs of the city, in support of our effort. We thank our co-hosts for being our partners in this very important event, Teachers College and Young Audiences New York. And we're actually, all of us are delighted with the turnout that's here tonight. 1% for Culture has joined with prominent leaders in the business, civic, and cultural communities in seeking to increase city funding for culture to 1% of the municipal expense budget. Right now, the city's support for culture is currently less than 1/4 of that rather modest level. Our city is host to thousands of cultural and creative artists, and over 1,300 nonprofit cultural organizations. These organizations span from performing arts organizations of music, dance, and theater to museums, theaters, zoos, botanical gardens, and on to arts and ethnic festivals in the city. We're pleased that culture will be one of the focal points of this forum tonight, and are very interested in what the mayoral candidates will have to say about the city's support for culture. Culture represents a significant contribution to our economy and to the growing and sustained safe and vibrant communities in each of our boroughs, all 5 boroughs. Culture represents the best of New York. It represents and is education. It improves the quality of life in our city, and it generates jobs. Our cultural organization are major attractions for tourists to the city and consequently significantly impact our hospitality industry. I'm pleased now to introduce Leonard Lopate, who is a Peabody Award winner. I just learned moments ago that Kurt also has his own award, both important awards in their industry. Leonard, as you know, is the longtime host of the Leonard Lopate show on WNYC. Leonard is over 28 years, interviewed many prominent candidates in all professions, and we're looking forward to his joining tonight with Kurt Anderson to interview the panel of candidates we have here. I welcome you, Leonard, and appreciate you and Kurt taking on this responsibility. Thank you very much.
So, Kurt, do you want to lay out how we're going to do this?
Yeah, as you see, there are only 3 chairs, which is to say you're not going to have 16 candidates up here. You're going to have one at a time for exactly 12 minutes apiece. It's
exactly?
Well, more or less.
We're talking about politicians.
At first, I said, oh, is this a sort of a speed dating event? But then I realized, since education is one of our big subjects, maybe it's more like the oral exams that graduate students take. And because cultural is one of our subjects, maybe it's more like a series of 16 one-act plays. Pick your trope.